Hey, so welcome to our Raised Ranch Reno. We are completed and under contract, not closed yet. So we're hoping that's gonna go smoothly. But I wanted to show you what it looks like finished. Raised ranches are not the prettiest homes. I know a lot of people actually are like totally against living in a raised ranch. I actually grew up in a raised ranch way back in the 70s and 80s. So to me, this was like coming back home. But raised ranches are boring. They traditionally have closed off rooms. They're just, they were built because they're really practical. There's a lot of space, there's a lot of square footage in these houses, and they're relatively inexpensive. So how do you make a raised ranch look cool? So I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you what we did to make it look cool. I'm going to show you the living area, so the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the two bathrooms upstairs that we renovated, the basement bathroom that we renovated along with the main room down there. All the other rooms were just really cosmetic changes, a lot of paint, flooring, that's pretty much it, and maybe some light fixtures. So I don't need to show you those rooms, but I'll show you the rooms that were changed and updated. And again, we did this on all stock items. Most everything was purchased at Home Goods or Home Depot, Lowe's, Wayfair was some of the lighting, eBay was some of the plumbing fixtures. So nothing was special ordered. The cabinets came from Prime Cabinetry and everything was in stock, and that is what allowed us to be able to do this so quickly. So it also means that it was all done relatively inexpensively. Well, this is a flip. So for us, cost is a factor. So we want to make sure that we are being reasonable with the money that we invest so we get that back in return, which we did. So enjoy the tour. Can't wait to show you.
When you walk in the door of a raised ranch, you are greeted by stairs. Every raised ranch is shaped like this. You have those stairs leading up, those stairs leading down. Some raised ranches have a wall where that railing is and where that railing is. This house happens to be nice and open, which is, I think, a little more unusual for a raised ranch. And of course, there's this railing that leads up into the first floor. So I painted all of the spindles and the rails black, which modernizes the stairwell just with a galloping. It's just so cheap and easy. You could certainly have ripped this out and put in a metal railing, but that would have cost thousands of dollars, and this was $25. So nice and easy. So when you walk upstairs, you come into this living room, which is no longer staged, but here's a picture of what it looks like furnished. It looks a lot different when you put furniture in it, but there's tons of light in here. This room actually just got a bunch of paint, but we did open up that doorway. It used to be a tiny little entrance. Now it's probably 2.5 times what it was. This doorway was already here, but there was molding around these doorways, so trim. And we took the trim off, and that modernizes it by just having nice sharp edges, drywall edges. So when you come into the kitchen used to have the sink right there. So the sink was here, the dishwasher was right here. So when you opened the dishwasher, it pretty much hit you in the leg. And that was all the countertop we had, because there was a wall right here separating these two areas, which you can see right here in the before picture. So we moved the sink into this peninsula, I guess it's not an island, and the dishwasher, and opened it up to the dining area, making it feel much more spacious. And by opening up this doorway, we made it feel more open to the living room. Now, you could take this wall out, but that's a load-bearing wall, so you would need a beam, and it's a lot more involved, which that's a great option if you want to get into that. But instead, we took down this wall. You can see where this threshold is right here. So we added this threshold, which matched the natural floors that we didn't have to refinish beautifully. And we added this tile because there was linoleum in here. So you can see, you can sort of see where the wall was at the ceiling. It's very hard to match that type of textured ceiling, but it's so much more open without that wall. Another idea that we had was, because the kitchen is not huge, I wanted to have plenty of storage space. So we added in these pantry cabinets, which they're 24 inches deep, like a regular base cabinet would be. So they add a lot more storage. And because this dining area is not that big, I wanted a more shallow middle section right here. So we actually took upper cabinets and put a little base on them, and they're only 12 inches deep, and then added this beautiful live edge piece of ash that we got from a local woodsman, and added these floating shelves, which you could make something thicker. You could put thicker wood there. The brackets are from Amazon, and it's just pine board, so nothing fancy. And I'll show you what this space looks like. Stage with a table right here. Another thing I want to show you about this kitchen is these counters are granite, and you can see it looks like stone. It is stone. It's a honed granite, so it's not shiny. You can see how it has sort of a matte finish on it. It's a little bit shiny, but it's not shiny like shiny granite is. And the reason I chose this is because I have lived with shiny granite, and it shows you every piece of dirt and water. Honed granite does not. So honed granite is much more, it hides pretty much everything. So if you're looking at granite counters, consider all the different finishes. There's also a leathered finish now, which is more textured, and so you have options. So look into those options. So this is the main bathroom. You can see a before picture here. It had this lovely vintage wallpaper, which came down in about 20 minutes, thankfully. And everything was original from 1973 when the house was built. So we added in this floor, which is actually luxury vinyl tile. So those aren't actual grout lines. Those are just clipped together floor. It's a floating floor. Came from Home Depot. This vanity is a freestanding vanity. It looks like a piece of furniture, which is great. It has legs and tons of storage. It comes with the top and the sink, and is from Home Depot. The mirror is from Home Goods. We have some new lighting. And the shower was demolished. This tile is new. But the tub is original. The tub is cast iron, and if you have a cast iron tub, you really want to keep it. It's very well made. You can hire a professional to come and paint it. And then we just took long subway tile and stood it on its end to end, which is called a soldier pattern. Really clean, really modern, simple, black fixtures. And it's as good as new. The master bath was very pink and dated. It was original to the house. This vanity is another find from Home Depot. Again, the furniture style we really like. So, and it's the same floor as the main bathroom. The mirror is again from Home Goods. That's where I find you get really good prices. And here is the main bathroom shower, which large format subway tiles, and it's really cool pebble floor. Let's move a little niche here. And then the glass doors slide open and close from that track right there. And these doors are so inexpensive. I think they were about $350 from either Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a great option, and it's pretty much frameless. I mean, there's a little bit of metal, but not much. Well worth the investment. Here is the decent bathroom. The shower here used to be much smaller and completely enclosed, as I'll show you in this before picture. But here it is now. We use big scale tiles. Just really simple, classic charcoal gray penny tile on the floor. So it makes it feel bigger and just clean. And here is the vanity, which is navy blue. Used so this is just a standalone piece. And the vanity is from Home Depot. It comes through the top, the sink, and the base. So when you come down the stairs, right here from the front doors, you know a raised ranch splits in the entryway. All the railings were painted, and the fireplace was painted. It was the same brick that's on the exterior of the house, which I'm not a big fan of. And all of this paneling was dark wood, which you'll see in the before picture here. And we left this cute little built-in. That was dark wood before as well, so that got painted the trim color, and all of these walls are wisp white, which is a Benjamin Moore color. Painted this door. That's a great gas fireplace. I left the mantle wood because I wanted some natural element. And of course the flooring is all super core French oak luxury vinyl planks.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Raised Ranch Reno, and maybe you got some ideas to use in your own house. So hopefully this was helpful and you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would love for you to like it, subscribe, or leave me a comment. It would would appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.